What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Only Up and is it dying? This is one question that some people want to know, and this is a very interesting question because I don't think a lot of people are going to talk about this, but we are going to talk about Only Up and how it's gone through the months and its history. So let's go through it. Only Up got popular from a game that was on Steam, and the game on Steam was doing really popular. So, on June, a creator made an Only Up map. Now, it did not instantly get the amount of hype, but just not even a couple days later, it got thousands of plays. It was talked about everywhere on YouTube. It was the most popular map ever, even hitting up to 100,000 concurrent players at once, being the most amount of players that have ever played a creative map. It was insane. It was also only a couple months after UFN just came out, and a lot of maps just usually got to like 10,000 concurrent players. It's still really good, but they all died down. But this map did not. Most UFN maps take only a couple weeks to die down and get barely any plays. Maybe a few hundred, maybe a few thousands, but barely any plays as it used to have. But with Only Up, it had many sequels, it had many versions, and the creator made a Chapter 2 map to continue it. But that was his downfall. He did not make a Chapter 3 or Chapter 4. Now obviously Chapter 4 wouldn't be that easy because Chapter 4 wasn't even finished by the time he made Chapter 2. It's still not even finished. We haven't even gotten everything for Chapter 4 yet, but he only made up to Chapter 2, not Chapter 3. And I get it. Chapter 3 was only 4 seasons long, but it had so many POIs, it could have been a really good Only Up map. Now, people obviously made a Chapter 3 and a Chapter 4 Only Up maps, so, you know, not bad, but the Only Up map original was just getting even more players than any other map. And even at nighttime, hits had 50,000, 30,000, 60,000 consistent. But then August comes around. Now it's still extremely popular, but the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, it just gets less players. 60,000, then 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, and then to 20,000. That is the amount it is at right now. And it's still really massive number, but the decrease in amount of players is huge. And it's showing that by September, it may get less popular, as Only Up is going to be less talked about and less known, as more people are going to move on to other things. As well as that, by October, Only Up will be forgotten about. And the reason why is because everybody will be focused on UFN and horror maps. And a lot of people were focused on horror maps at the very start of UFN. And horror maps are still the most popular thing in Fortnite right now, except for, you know, Only Up. Only Up was the first ever death run that was extremely popular since Scissors Death Run, over 4 years ago. And it's kind of crazy to think that the last actually time death runs got really popular was 4 years ago, but yes, it was over 4 years ago. To see the fact that Only Up is dying like this is kind of sad, but I expected it. As less people are gonna replay it because they've already completed it, and the less maps are gonna be made, it's gonna make the Only Up maps the most dead maps ever. Now yes, they will still have a few thousand players, maybe up to 10,000, 9,000 by September, but by October, it may only have 1,000 to 2,000 people playing. That's still pretty good, but it's definitely way, and I mean it, way less than what it originally had. It's quite, you know, interesting to see that map that was popular for 3 months straight dies down. Now there has been other maps that have been 10 times popular than this. Like, there was the Squid Games map, but it only lasted for a whole couple of weeks. You remember whenever that map was so popular, it had hundreds of thousands of people playing it every day because how popular it was. But now it's a dead game, but there's a remaster of it, meaning that it's gonna be popular again. Not the original map, the remastered version. And this is what it is. Old creative maps are going to be remastered and better than what they originally were. Remember Zone Wars, the most popular thing in Fortnite right now. It is still number one as most popular as most maps in Fortnite creative mode, like Zone Wars, 1v1s, box fights, are still the most popular things as well. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be very appreciated. So yeah, goodbye.